I don't know how I feel about kids being used online to like promote products for compensation, like influencer culture to like commodifying your kids. It's like it's been an interesting thing for me to kind of think about because like I know there's a whole spectrum of like posting kids online. There's some really strong opinions for and against it. And I can see, and I'm speaking from the place of not having kids. And so I understand that. But it's something that I've thought about a lot of like when I do have kids, what will that look like? And I won't know until I'm there. But
Right.
I can see, like on a personal social media profile or whatever, like sharing pictures of your kids and stuff like that. Like I think that's pretty dang harmless. But the part where I feel maybe a little bit of like there's a little bit of an edge for me is when there's social media influencers who are like commodifying their kids. That's the part where I'm like, I don't know. And so I've thought about that a lot recently. And then I was listening to a J. Cole song. And this is the inspo, guys. It's that deep. And there's a lyric that was talking about like pimping out your kids for views online. And that's a really dramatic way of putting it, but it feels relevant.
I think that is, I mean, like you said, dramatic kind of way of putting it, but like, isn't that kind of what it is? Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's this like family like YouTube channel, right? Like it's like a family's account. I can't remember their names, but I've like heard about them on and off, and it's really crazy because when it comes to like child actors and child like musicians, there is a law in place that like protects the kids, and makes all of the financial earnings theirs. That's not in place for influencer
It's
culture.
exactly what I was thinking about is like that difference. Okay, but yeah, go on because that's been a thought of mine too.
No, 100, like just ample, like I agree with you. And that's a huge fucking problem because like what's happening is like, so like really when you look at a kid's YouTube account or a kid influencer, which there's lots of them,
Mm-hmm.
like there's this little kid who plays like with Legos, and he's like, he started this channel when he was like 3.
Oh,
No,
what?
no
What?
3-year old
Oh my gosh.
is like, hey, I want to like build a fucking business on YouTube playing with Legos. And now he's like 9. He's been doing this for years. His parents are obviously making him do this.
Yeah.
And to me, like, I don't know, that's sticky because one, the child doesn't have a choice. Two, like this family is making a ton of money. But
Yeah.
like we would like to assume that like the parents, oh, like, oh yeah, we're setting some aside for him or whatever.
Yeah.
But is that
We
reality
don't
for
always know that
everybody?
that's happening. Yeah.
Exactly. And so there are no like protective laws in place to protect children financially or protect them from like exploitation. And that's a huge problem. There are laws to protect child actors and child like musicians. And even those laws like don't do the best job from
Mm-hmm.
exploitation and financial like strife. And
Mm-hmm.
so, girl, I love, first of all, thank you, J. Cole.
Thank you, J. Cole. Shout out.
Shout out. But yeah, like I love that.
Yeah, and again, like I think sometimes there's like certain accounts that I'll see that have content where what they do, the product or service that they're selling is like very family oriented of like family systems or how you parent or whatever the thing is. And so their content naturally showcases some of that. That for some reason to me feels a little better
Mm-hmm.
than, oh, I got this brand deal that happens to be a product for children. And so I'm going to like demo that product. And like my child is the one who's really kind of like promoting the brand or whatever it is. Or even things of like doing things to humiliate your children on camera for the sake of views and engagement. That for sure doesn't sit right with me. So I it's just kind of we're in an interesting time in general with social media and being able to monetize social media not just through like promoting your own stuff but like brand deals and paid partnerships and all of those things. And so it's an interesting thing when minors are involved. Like it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it feels really exploitative to have children like be online in this way. I don't think social media is a place for kids. I don't think YouTube is a place for kids. Like that's a slippery slope and I get it. Like, you know, this is a conversation I was having with my sister about her kids and like they watch YouTube sometimes. And it's one of those things where she's like, I don't feel good about this. And when we have kids making content like or selling products or like who are they selling to? Other kids. Like why are kids chronically online? And I actually saw this study the other day because I was listening to someone talking about like how kids I wish I could remember like the actual numbers or like the whole logistics of it, but this psychologist was talking about how the kids who are chronically online, like screen time, like 4+ hours a day, some of her patients are on YouTube for 8 hours a day or more, and like as young as 4. And these kids don't know how to play with toys. They do not know how to play with toys. Like when they take YouTube away and they sit down with a toy, they don't know how to play with toys anymore. And they don't know how to, like, they literally don't know like how to use their imagination or be creative or like explore in that way. I'm so pleased to say that like the kids in my life have such healthy imaginations and we play a lot, but like that broke my heart.
I just wonder like where's the line, and because that to me feels neglectful and like borderline. Well, yeah, I guess neglectful is maybe a better word than like borderline abusive, but like when your whole childhood, like you're being raised by a screen and your social development is delayed, I like your language development, your cognitive development, like all of the developmental markers are being delayed because your parents just putting a screen in front of your face. Like that's oof. Yeah.
Totally. And she talked this psychologist was talking about when they remove YouTube or like when they try to take it away.
I don't know what to do. That's
well,
crazy.
like also the like mood, because it's like a drug. So like the meltdowns for a lot of parents like are really hard to navigate because in most of these instances where this is happening, you have two parents who are working full-time jobs, like multiple kids in a household, like there's a stress here or a stress there. And so like they're not really able to like, it's actually, I think it's a symptom of the the modern condition that we have. And it's like the most affordable childcare is YouTube. And that's really messed up. And I don't agree with it. I think it's wrong. But I also see that like people don't like a lot of people don't know about like this stuff or don't see like, well, you know, this just I watched TV as a kid. This is their like cartoons. TV was problematic. This is worse. And so when you think about like these kids with brand deals, right? And like how in a way like they're, you know, being put up to this by like a parent. And then on the flip side of that, like who are they selling to? Another child, right? Like when a kid's like, Mom, I really want this thing. Like we've experienced that where it's like the kids come and they're like, I really need this thing. I really want this thing. And it's like, well, what is it? And you like look into it and it's like what's trending on social media right now or like on YouTube. And it's like, damn, the machine is working, because then they're like, oh, I really want this, and it creates that like desire and
sense of urgency to like stay up to date on the trends. There's an account that I follow who just makes silly little videos. Emily Vondi is her name, and she shared, this was maybe a year ago or something, but I remember it because I was like, oh, that's such an interesting approach to this. She is a huge account and got a brand deal with like a big diaper company. She has a lot of kids. And the original way that she like created the like promotional video to promote the diaper was with her children. She doesn't show her children online, but this is how she was approaching it. Ended up scratching it, and I don't know if she like canceled the brand deal or if she just did something completely different. Like she got really creative on how she was promoting a baby product
Yeah.
without displaying her children because it felt yucky
Mm-hmm.
to involve her infant in a brand deal
Yeah.
with millions of people viewing that you like don't know who they are. So yeah, it's just an interesting, we're just in an interesting time. And again, I don't have kids, so I don't know how I would approach it, but I do know that it's one of those things that's just like it's interesting to start thinking about it and to just kind of get curious about like what feels right and what just like doesn't really sit right with me.